Hello once again, Internet, and welcome to another video where I'll be showcasing a few newer and older Starfield mods for your viewing pleasure. This time we'll be taking a look at a vehicle mod as well as some various weapon and armor mods. My name is Ganondorf, and thank you for watching. If any of these mods seem worthy of your load order, feel free to check out their Nexus links in the description below. And if you have any creations or mod recommendations for me, please don't hesitate to leave a comment. And without further ado, enjoy the video. We are taking a look at is Nova Grav Drifter by INTDEXGaming. Grav Drifter is a Starfield vehicle mod that feels like somebody took a Nova Galactic cockpit, fused it with a high-performance assault buggy, and then built the whole thing with one goal in mind: speed. It adds a brand new standalone vehicle to the game, a 3-seat Grav-powered drifter designed for the driver, a companion, and Vasco, and it's very clearly meant to be more than just a cosmetic ride. The Grav Drifter is built as an overclocked transversal machine, something that can tear across planets, skim over water, launch over cliffs, and generally make Starfield's surface exploration way more aggressive and much more fun than the stock vehicle experience. Its lore states that Nova Galactic has unveiled a new prototype vehicle for the settled systems. Its core structure is based on the iconic Nova Magellan C2X cockpit, now integrated with newly developed vehicle components. Engineered for pure speed, this prototype is designed to dominate across land, water, and air. The style is a big part of the appeal too. The mod leans hard into a chunky, militarized sci-fi look, and the community reaction pretty quickly clocked it as having a serious Batmobile or Mantis mobile energy thanks to its low-slung armored silhouette and intimidating front profile. It also supports appearance customization through ship service vendors, so you can tweak its colors to fit whatever vibe your playthrough is going for. The one catch is that it has a hard dependency on the Diamog creation, because it uses that framework and animation setup under the hood. But if you've already got Diamog installed and you want a vehicle that feels faster, meaner, and dramatically more stylish than the default options, Nova Grav Drifter looks like one of those mods that can instantly make exploring Starfield's planets more exciting. My only complaint is the fact that the wheel belt is currently purely cosmetic. The wheels themselves turn, and I believe currently the mod author is hamstrung by the lack of animation tools. Once those are released, however, the intent is to update the mod and allow the belt to be spun, along with other additional vehicle variants. Once that happens, I believe this mod will be a slam dunk. Overall, currently it's a well-made vehicle that I'd recommend checking out for a little variety. And I think the idea of Starfield ship companies getting into the vehicle game is an awesome concept that should be explored further. The second mod we are taking a look at is Atlas Clothing Advanced Techware by 510 Deshawn. Atlas Clothing Advanced Techware is a full-on sci-fi armor and apparel pack for Starfield that pushes the game's look away from NASA punk and straight into sleek military techwear. The mod adds a lineup of futuristic exosuits, armored outfits, helmets, and accessories that look like they belong to a private security force, black ops unit, or high-end mercenary company. The overall vibe is very clean, tactical, and aggressive. Lots of hard plating, dark materials, reinforced chest pieces, sealed helmets, and cyber military styling that makes your character feel less like a space explorer and more like a walking prototype weapons platform. What makes Atlas stand out is that it isn't just a single outfit drop. It's evolved into a much larger gear pack over time. Updates have added both clothing and spacesuit versions of the armor sets, additional wearable accessories, boost pack skins, new suits, and standalone exosuits craftable at the workbench. The mod also introduced quality tiers and armor buffs, so this gear isn't just for screenshots. It's designed to be something you can actually build a loadout around. Some of the outfits can be bought directly through Trade Authority, while later versions also let you craft certain exosuits directly, which makes it easier to fold the mod into a normal playthrough instead of having to console command everything in. The current spacesuits added are the Atlas Infantry Exosuit Mark I, the Atlas Arctic Exosuit, the Sentinel Strike Team Exosuit Mark I, the Sentinel Infantry Exosuit Mark I, the Sentinel Strike Team Exosuit Mark II, and the USMC Marine Mark I, along with additional helmets that go with these spacesuits, as well as boost packs, clothing, accessories, and other additional exosuits. So if you're the kind of player who wants Starfield to feel grittier, more tactical, or closer to a near-future military sci-fi game, Atlas is one of those mods that can completely change your character's identity. Instead of looking like another Constellation recruit in padded exploration gear, you end up looking like a heavily funded special operator with custom combat tech. It's a style-first mod, but one with enough mechanical support and gear variety to make it feel substantial, and it's an easy recommendation for anyone trying to build a more militarized or dystopian version of Starfield. The next mod we're taking a look at is All Trilogy Lightsabers by Darth Sidious 666. So I've been on a big Star Wars kick lately, and All Trilogy Lightsabers is one of those Starfield mods that goes all in on the Star Wars fantasy. Instead of just dropping a single saber as a novelty weapon, this mod turns Starfield in a full-on Jedi or Sith roleplay sandbox by adding a huge collection of lightsabers inspired by all three Star Wars trilogies. It brings in recognizable hilts and blade variants from across the prequels, originals, and sequels, letting you outfit your character with weapons that feel much closer to Star Wars than anything else in the base game. And what makes this mod stand out is that it's not just a visual reskin. The armor has kept expanding with extra saber variants, new effects, and gameplay support. Recent versions added more lightsabers, including Kanan Jarrus, plus generic Jedi and Sith sabers, along with improved sound work, visible blade light sources in third person, hit effects, and modular add-ons for things like color, power, lens, and battery customization. On the creation side, this mod has also supported more natural in-game acquisition, with versions placing sabers in the chest near the Lodge workbench at Trade Authority or black market vendors, and later allowing crafting after completing the relevant research or using the industrial workbench. All Trilogy Lightsabers absolutely delivers on the Star Wars vibe. It's a big, flashy crossover mod with a ton of fan service appeal, so for any players that want to run around the settled systems flashing impressive Star Wars weaponry, this is the mod for you. And finally, the last mod we're taking a look at today is Old World 50 Cal Barrett M82 M95 by Bub. This mod is a Starfield weapon mod that drops a modern anti-material rifle straight into Bethesda's sci-fi sandbox, and the result is exactly what it sounds like, a massive hard-hitting Barrett-style sniper that feels like it wandered in from a military shooter and decided to stay. The author based the rifle on the M95 and XM500, then adapted the design to fit Starfield's animations and weapon handling, so what you end up with is a futuristic but grounded 50 cal monster that looks far more brutal and tactical than most of the game's vanilla firearms. What makes the mod more than a simple reskin is how much customization is packed into it. The rifle comes with a full suite of new attachments, including ACOG and EOTech style optics, marksman and recon scopes, multiple barrel types, different grips, a classic M82 muzzle brake, compensators, silencers, and magazine options. The author also added custom audio work, which helps sell the weapon as something heavier and more aggressive than Starfield's stock sniper lineup. Depending on which version you install, the mod can either replace the hard target or function as a standalone weapon, which is a nice touch if you want the weapon in the game without overriding one of the base game's more recognizable rifles. The standalone version is also integrated into the world instead of being purely console spawned. You can track it down in the Sol system with placements at places like the NASA launch site on Earth, Cydonia on Mars, and New Homestead on Titan, giving it a bit of treasure hunt energy rather than just dropping it into your inventory for free. The overall appeal here is pretty straightforward. If you want Starfield to have more of that grounded tactical gun feel, this is one of the better old world weapon mods to do it. It turns the game's long-range combat into something louder, meaner, and much more cinematic. And for the players who like realistic firearms in their sci-fi RPGs, it's an easy fit. Once again, thank you all for tuning in for another look at some of Starfield's latest and greatest. I hope at least one of the mods we took a look at today resonated with you, but if not, no worries, as I'll continue to take a look at any mods that I think may be worthy of your load order. If you'd like to check out any of the mods, be sure to look down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to stay tuned for more Bethesda mod reviews. I'm Geronimo, thank you for watching, and see ya!